They're also not going to have any live-in servants or staff at this new house. That is their way to try to keep the kids' lives as normal as possible.
A royal move is shaking up Windsor, and it's not just about square footage. Prince William and Princess Kate are leaving behind their modest cottage for an 8-bedroom estate. But this isn't merely a home upgrade. It's a power move, one laced with symbolism, speculation, and yes, a little controversy. Because in today's Britain, no royal decision escapes scrutiny. After years tucked away in Adelaide Cottage, William, Kate, and their 3 children are preparing to relocate into Forest Lodge, a grand estate set deep inside Windsor Great Park. To insiders, it's the couple's forever home. To critics, it's a new example of the monarchy flexing privilege while the public wrestles with rising costs of living.
This is very much on her continued recovery. She has said herself, she's not yet out of the woods. She's still in remission. She is returning to work, but it's very much going to be at her own pace and with the priority for her being on her health and her children.
The timing is striking. A family once praised for choosing the humble Adelaide Cottage now appears to be stepping back into traditional royal grandeur. Has their tone shifted, or has the pressure of their position finally pulled them back into the orbit of palace-scale living? But this move isn't just about property. It comes on the heels of major turmoil inside the monarchy itself. The move comes after one of the most turbulent periods in royal memory: the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the ongoing health struggles of King Charles III, and relentless questions about the monarchy's role in modern Britain. For William and Kate, Forest Lodge is more than a home. It's a fortress against chaos. And yet, critics are asking, is now really the time to showcase wealth and privilege?
After years spent at the modest Adelaide Cottage, Prince William, Princess Kate, and their 3 children are reportedly transitioning to the impressive 8-bedroom Forest Lodge property set within the picturesque Windsor Great Park.
At a moment when the crown is under pressure to modernize, to slim down, and to justify itself to the public, the optics of an 8-bedroom estate may prove divisive. For some, Forest Lodge represents stability. For others, it's déjà vu, a reminder of the very excess that Harry and Meghan claimed drove them out. The reports suggest William and Kate are paying for the renovations themselves, a calculated move to quiet criticism. And yet, the conversation refuses to die down. After all, every royal property carries with it security costs, maintenance, and heritage upkeep, expenses that inevitably fall back on the taxpayer. It's an age-old problem. The monarchy wants to appear relatable, even thrifty, while still inhabiting the kind of estates most Britons can only dream of.
I was unfamiliar with this, but they are moving to an 8-bedroom forever home in Windsor as they plan a fresh start after Princess's cancer treatment. Unlike Harry and Meghan, Wills and Kate are funding all renovations themselves and will have no live-in staff.
Forest Lodge is Grade 2 listed, meaning renovations must preserve its history. But can modernization coexist with centuries-old tradition? And if the couple is so intent on independence, why not remain at Adelaide Cottage, the very symbol of their "we're just like you" branding? That's where the speculation heats up. Insiders claim Adelaide Cottage became too emotionally charged, too heavy with the memories of grief, illness, and recovery. Forest Lodge, by contrast, is a reset button. Of course, Forest Lodge isn't just symbolic, it's practical. With sweeping countryside views and enough space to host dignitaries, it doubles as both sanctuary and stage. One detail has caught the tabloids' attention: William's ability to spot Wembley's iconic arch from his bedroom. A prince who can literally wake up to football's temple. It's the kind of detail royal PR dreams are made of. Meanwhile, Kate's touch is already evident. She's been seen browsing shops for new furnishings, reportedly settling on a 24-seat dining table. That choice has been read in 2 ways, either as a nod to family warmth or as preparation for the kinds of large-scale entertaining Adelaide Cottage simply couldn't handle.
Adelaide Cottage became especially important during Princess Kate's recovery from chemotherapy treatments after her cancer diagnosis last year, offering a private, tranquil environment well suited to her needs at the time.
But this blending of personal and public life is precisely what fuels controversy. Critics argue the royals can't have it both ways. You can't claim to be ordinary parents while installing a dining table bigger than most people's living rooms. When William and Kate moved into Adelaide Cottage in 2022, it was hailed as a shift toward modesty. Close to Lambrook School, it gave the children privacy and safety away from London's glare. The public approved. But what the public didn't see was the weight of those walls. Adelaide Cottage became the setting for Kate's cancer battle, a deeply private chapter shielded from the outside world. For a woman often portrayed as smiling, composed, and almost untouchable, the cottage was where reality hit hardest. Some insiders say Kate pushed for Forest Lodge precisely because Adelaide held too many painful memories. Others speculate that this move is about branding, a reassertion of power at a time when her image has shifted from future queen to patient. The truth may be both, and either way, the shift underscores how personal struggles collide with public expectations in the most dramatic of ways. Even as they move into a sprawling estate, William and Kate are clinging to one tradition that sets them apart: no live-in staff. To some, this proves their commitment to parenting and privacy. To others, it feels like another polished PR move, a way of saying we're different from the rest of the royals, while still benefiting from privilege.
This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family.
Prince George's looming school decision adds more intrigue. Eton College, William's alma mater, is the frontrunner. But critics point out the contradiction. How can a family committed to normalcy send their son to one of the most elite schools in the world? It's this constant balancing act, privilege cloaked in relatability, that defines William and Kate's image. And nowhere is that clearer than in Kate's own creative projects. Kate's quarterly countryside films have won her praise. Narrated but not performed on camera, they weave together themes of love, friendship, and nature as she recovers from cancer. To supporters, it's proof of her resilience and creativity. But critics aren't so sure. Some argue these films are carefully curated branding exercises designed to soften her image after months of speculation about her health. Rumors continue to swirl. Is she as well as the palace insists? Why does she remain so carefully shielded from the public eye? By not appearing on camera, Kate walks a fine line. Admirers see humility. Skeptics see calculation. In the court of public opinion, every decision becomes loaded with meaning. Forest Lodge is more than just another royal address. To William and Kate, it's a fresh start. To royal watchers, it's a chess move. To critics, it's a reminder of privilege that won't fade quietly into modern Britain's struggles. Is it a symbol of resilience, or another sign that the monarchy is clinging to relevance through spectacle? What's undeniable is this: every choice, every wall, every dining table is dissected under a microscope. For William and Kate, Forest Lodge may feel like a sanctuary, but in reality, it's another stage, one where the performance never ends. So what do you think? Is Forest Lodge a genuine family home, or a carefully calculated power move? Drop your thoughts below. And if you want more royal deep dives like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the real story is just getting started.